we were asked two simple but very deep questions. What is leadership? And do women lead differently? While my peers spoke about their passion, I, as a pre-med student, thought, what does our DNA say about leadership? And do we have a different hormonal makeup that makes us lead differently? And is there a special leadership protein we didn't discover yet? And I listened to my peers, and I listened to their stories. And I learned from Amani and her experience in religion, and I learned from Martha and her experiences in New Brunswick, and I listened to Vanity speak about education, and I discovered that biology says nothing about leadership. But we are, and we will always be, attached to our bodies, and therefore we are attached to the pleasure and politics and pain of our bodies. I learned from my peers that leadership is the culmination of experiences our bodies go through. I spent the last 2 years in the Leadership Scholars Program digging into the politics of women's bodies and their health, looking at the intersection between education, poverty, and medicine, and asking myself, why do I want to be a doctor in a field that is so political and that is still practiced under a patriarchal structure and in a culture where very few women have the privilege of calling themselves deans of medicine, and even fewer do it juggling families? 2 years ago, I believed that simply knowing medicine would give me the power to help people, regardless of their race and their gender. But women's health research, and their quality of life still lags behind those of men. And it's because I realized science alone does not have the power to overcome the obstacles women's bodies face. Even though medicine proves we are just the sum of carbons and DNA and proteins, it takes leaders to translate that science into a way that is applicable to the very and many different bodies we have in ways that are gender and culturally competent. After 2 years of a very strenuous journey, I stand before you a woman who has figured out her leadership purpose. I am on an expedition to make sure that all women have the right to quality of life, the right to good health, and to wellness. We women, especially in medicine, cannot wait for others to do the research that our bodies need. We have to go out there and do it ourselves. We can't wait for textbooks to teach women's health. We have to write them ourselves. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change you want to see in this world." There are no words that are more true than those. If I don't encourage others to change the politics of medicine, we won't see a world where women live just as healthily as men. If we don't lead our communities to change, no one else will. Us scholars, on top of the basic elements of carbon and DNA and everything else that makes us women, are now also equipped with the tools to change the world. And we will leave the IWL doors with the ability to do amazing things. In 10 years, I look forward to hearing how Justine's leadership in the media and journalism will help create change in the workplace, which is Tiffany's passion. And Tiffany will create change in the workplace to make it easier for Danny to climb the ranks at her law firm. And I will use my leadership to better women's health research so that Liz can use her leadership at the Center for Disease Control to educate millions of women on their bodies. We will all stay connected through our bodies and the experiences we have with them. And I couldn't ask for a more distinguished group of extraordinary women with whom I would like to stay connected to. So scholars, congratulations, and I wish you all good luck in the next chapters of your life, but you won't need it.